A. This soup is too spicy. B. Is it? It is not spicy at all to me. You will not always be strong, but you can always be brave. Good things are not necessarily expensive. Attitude is equally as important as ability. In heavy traffic, cars are not as so convenient as subways. He speaks English as naturally as Korean. Joanna prepared for the exam not as so hard as I. My class has as many students as yours. These new shoes are not as so comfortable as my old ones. Using this printer is as easy as drinking a cup of water. An ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain. I find math lessons more enjoyable than science lessons. Not trying is worse than failing. Prevention is better than cure. Sometimes silence can be more powerful than words. Mount Everest is the highest of the Himalayan mountains. Cheetahs run the fastest of all the land animals. His team did the best presentation in our class. Canada is the coldest country I have ever visited. Nothing is as so important as teamwork. No other hobby is as interesting as cooking to me. Nobody can give you wiser advice than yourself. Chinese is spoken by more people than any other language. I will be there as soon as possible. The fresher the fruit is, the better it tastes. When I get nervous, my heart beats faster and faster. When you make a speech, speak as clearly as you can. The more you listen to English, the better you'll understand it. More and more people are recycling various waste materials. If I had a good memory, I wouldn't take notes. If my mom were not so tired, she could go to the movies with me. If the sun were the size of a beach ball, the earth might be the size of a pea. If you had told me the problem, I could have helped you solve it. If I had been the author of the novel, I would have written a happy ending. I wouldn't have gone to the library if I had known it was closed that day. If I had been born during the Joseon dynasty, what would my job have been? Without the internet, what would our lives be like? Without his timely warning, we could not have noticed the danger. If it had not been for the traffic, I would have been here an hour ago. The score would have been higher but for some excellent goaltending. A. Where's my eraser? It was on my desk a minute ago. B. You left it by your book. I feel like riding a bike. I think I would enjoy it. If you have the power to make someone happy, do it. I slipped on a snowy road today. It was so embarrassing. A. What time is it now? B. It's 10:30. It rains a lot here in summer. A. How far is it from the starting line to the finish line? B. It's 200 meters. It is dark in the room. We need to turn on the light. A. Do you know what day it is today? B. It's Friday. It seems that many of my friends are worrying about what they will do in the future. It appears that some people think all the information on the internet is true. In Russia, it is illegal to drive a dirty car. It is likely that I'll see Peter next week. It is not certain whether we have classes next Friday. Praise makes it easier to get close to someone. I thought it obvious that he made a big mistake. My father considers it important not to give up easily. I find it surprising that he doesn't want to go on a family trip. It was Sarah that was late for the movie. It is the t-shirt that I want to buy. It was on the sofa that I found my glasses. It is when we overcome difficulties that we grow. It was the movie which drew 10 million viewers. It was my teacher who encouraged me to follow my dream. Not only was it hot today, but also humid. Never will I waste time watching television during the weekend. Little did I imagine that my plan would go wrong. Hardly did I think that he would fail. Not until today did I realize it was my fault. Under the table is the remote control. Out of the windows comes the delicious smell of fresh bread. There are 32 students in our class. I like to watch soccer games, and so does my brother. My grandmother is a good cook, and so is my mother. A. I haven't achieved my New Year's resolutions. B. Neither have I, but we'll do better next year. The sun shines in the daytime and the moon at night. He said he would write to me, but he hasn't. I intended to call him, but forgot to. I pretended to be fine, but I wasn't. I can't see you today, but I can tomorrow. A bird in a hand is worth two in the bush. You should look both ways when crossing the street. We ate snacks while having a chat. He was exhausted and fell asleep once he arrived home. He messaged and she phoned every team member. She likes and enjoys science fiction. I learned the importance of being on time and not delaying things. I accepted, but Mark refused the invitation to her birthday party. She is busier but more excited than usual. The vegetable juice was, for the purpose of health, good but not tasty. Eat, Pray, Love, published in 2006, is a memoir by Elizabeth Gilbert. All of his family members, I have learned, are friendly. Jim, who is sitting at the front of the class, is the most talkative person. The date of the midterm exam, as she said, was changed to next week. Aunt Ellie, my mother's younger sister, is a nurse. Mexico City, one of the biggest cities in the world, has many interesting sights. GPS, or the Global Positioning System, helps us find places. I hope you will achieve your dream of becoming a businessman. Hope is the belief that anything is possible. The fact that I could mess up our team's plan made me more careful.